Hey y'all, and welcome back to Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks. I'm Beth, and today we're joined in the studio by Jody Prickett, Fire Chief for the City of Helen. With over 20 years of experience in fire service, Jody's giving us an inside look at how his team works to keep Helen's residents and their millions of visitors every year safe. We're also talking about why strong collaborative public safety departments are so important for the business community. So grab your favorite cup of coffee and let's dive right in. Everybody, it's Beth and Kayla, your favorite Chamber Chicks, with Coffee Break with your Chamber Chicks. And we are here today with Jody Prickett from Helen Fire. And Jody, I know. Thanks for coming.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Oh, well, we're so excited. We were talking earlier, like people don't even understand what goes on behind the scenes while y'all are trying to keep the peace and keep things safe and quiet and running in the right direction when you have millions of people walking through your streets.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It can be difficult. It can be.
It's a juggling, a juggling for sure.
It is.
And so we're just going to dive right in. Good. We know that Helen, as a population, is pretty small. 530 people? Yeah, 500 people in Helen. But you have millions and millions of visitors a year. That's just mind-blowing.
Yes.
So you have to take care of far more than the 500 people.
Yes,
so how are those challenges unique for your department as compared to other cities?
Well, and there is still a lot of cities that's kind of like ours. It's kind of small, so we do have we face constraints on funding and budget stuff and staffing and equipment. Right. So we do with what we got, and but which this can be very challenging to us, and but we make it handle with all these visitors. That comes in, all these million visitors of traffic up there. It makes it hard for us to get through town and get through to the calls that we need to respond to, and that's very hard. And then also having the visitors up here they're not familiar with the area. They come up here to the mountains to see the beautiness of it and all that, but
it's gorgeous.
But they don't know about the fire dangers, and it's hard to educate just visitors that comes up. I mean, the public knows, hey, there's a red flag, no campfires, nothing burning. But we got the visitors coming up here; they don't know anything about it. So trying to educate them on what's going on and the dry weather that we have with these fires and everything, it's kind of complicated. It's kind of hard to get to them. Because that's right now we do, and that's the main thing we're in right now is the wildfire season. And I'm thankful we don't have them as bad as out west, but we do have them here, and we do have dry weather, and
that wind kicks up in the spring, and it just spreads it, doesn't it?
In no time. And so trying to educate the visitors on that and about the campfires. I know a lot of them come up here, go camping, and they like to have the campfires, but
or they rent their cabin. They want to have their little fire pit out.
Yes, ma'am. And But yeah, any large scale events or anything that we have up in Helen, it's I wouldn't say a struggle, but it is difficult with what we got and how we handle it, but we're able to do it.
Yeah. No, y'all do a great job.
Yeah. So. How do y'all kind of plan for, obviously you've got a couple times a year that you're even beyond just peak season, like your 4th of July, that's the whole next level, or the whole month of October. How do y'all plan as a department to kind of handle those times?
So within the department, so if we do have a big event or somebody coming up here that wants to put something on or bring an event up to Helen, we'll get with that event organizer, and we'll get with Helen PD. We'll sit down, Helen PD, we'll come up with a plan on how to handle the situation, on crowd control, traffic control during that event. We'll get with them. And also during that time, if we know that something's coming in, I'll try to up my staff.
Yeah.
So I'll hire more personnel, try to have them there at the station so we're able to handle more than just one call. If anything comes out, we're able to handle it. And we also, throughout the year, we just train. And we always training on events big events, crowd control, and hopefully, I mean, we all hope that no emergency or anything happens, and we still hope that nothing happens. But if it does, we do make sure we train on it and prepare for anything big that goes on. And like I said the first time, it's always the best thing that we can do is get out in the public and just advise them of public safety. The community, business owners, we'll get with them and just try to spread the safety, fire safety, any kind of safety that we can improve on throughout them. Even throughout every day. Every day we do that, and also when we get up there in the mornings to come to work, we do make sure all of our tools and equipment on the fire trucks, apparatuses are good to go. We don't just do it just for events, but we do it every day. So we got to know that equipment's ready to go. And then with the preparing for the large events, because y'all know how traffic is. So again, we stay with PD, Helen PD. They're always willing to help if we need to get out, run a call. They're able to kind of help us out. So, when we do, like the 4th of July you was talking about, we know that's going to be a big event for the city. So we'll have a command post, is where we'll set up a command post in the middle of the town, so it'll be more convenient to everything. So if we do catch a call or have to run, we're not in the north end of the town having to go to the south end because we can't make it through that traffic.
You wouldn't get through.
So we're settled in the middle of town, so we got it pretty well. So
y'all do well. It. Y'all do really good. Yeah. You're pretty scrappy.
So yeah, we try. That's it.
You are. I mean, that's just a lot of tourists. A lot of opportunity for things to go wrong. Things are tight there, and like in Cleveland, where things are a little more spread out, it's pretty tight in that.
I mean, your buildings are
close together.
Each other.
Yes. Any opportunity where there could be a fire or a tornado, something bad like that, could absolutely be devastating.
It could be
absolutely devastating. What fire prevention measures do you suggest for businesses?
We try to take a proactive step in that way. We do get with the business owners, and we try to ensure fire prevention to them and discuss that throughout the year like we did. And so we get with the building inspector of Helen, and we'll go out. That's
the best way.
And we'll do a what we call kind of like a fire safety inspection. So we'll go out there and we'll inspect the building, make sure the exit lights, all your sprinklers, and just make sure everything's up to code and up to the state codes and local codes. And and we also throughout the year we do training for the business owners.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we'll do a fire extinguisher training scenario with them if they want to come out and learn how to use a fire extinguisher, and we'll actually go out to them. And I know some of the hotels we go out, we do some training with them on evacuation of the hotels in case of a fire incident or
that can be scary
or anything.
Yeah, because people are outside of their normal environment.
Yeah,
it's dark, right? Usually, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna be dark.
It is,
right?
It is.
And I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be at the worst time.
I feel like it's rare a fire alarm goes off in the day at a hotel. You know, it's like
2 a.m.
in the morning.
That's when you're waking up going, wait, where am I?
Yeah.
So no, that's great. And what you said about working with planning, those codes are very important, and those life safety sprinkler systems, fire suppression systems, exit signs, all that stuff, very, very important because you have so many people who are not in their normal.
Oh yeah, they don't know.
They don't know
where they're at, and especially when it comes to exits and stuff, and you see that exit light, and it needs to be working.
Yeah,
they know how to get out. Like you said, it's usually dark.
I'm Don Harris, president of United Community, and we're proud to present the Chamber's Business Block Party. Join us on May 8th at Freedom Park in Cleveland from 3 to 7 p.m. for an afternoon of lawn games, food vendors, inflatables, and over 50 local businesses coming together to kick off summer. Get all the details at whitecountychamber.org.
So you've talked a little bit about, the fire safety trainings and different things. What are some other ways that you feel like your department works well with other agencies to prepare for emergencies? So whether that's, the other municipalities or, business owners, or other ways that you think y'all communicate well to make sure you're all responding the best way together.
Yeah. So we do have a kind of what you call a joint emergency planning. So where we'll get with the city and the other agencies within the city, the police department, even Public Works, and we'll get with them and we'll try to develop a. We don't try, we do. We develop a complete emergency, what we call an emergency response plan, and with these plans, they outline the roles and the responsibility of each personnel that's going to be out there, and they talk over their communication protocols on if an incident occurs and how we'll communicate and do clear text and all this stuff, so we know we're on the same boat, we're on the same. And so we try to hold, and there's some of these meetings that we have or training scenarios, we try to involve some of actual. It's not mandatory, but we try to advertise it and promote it to where some of these business owners or even their employees, if they want to come in and sit down and kind of see how they would operate during a big incident like that and see if they may be ready to respond. And if not, what can they work on to prepare for a response like that?
Because you think, oh well, I would do whatever until the time comes, and then maybe you wouldn't act the way you thought you were gonna.
And that's the thing too. I mean, any incident. I mean, every incident's different, so you can't really plan just for just one. You gotta be able to change.
Scenario.
You may have something going smoothly, and all of a sudden something changes, and you just got to react quickly, and just make sure everybody's on the same page. And the main thing is just safety. Just make sure we're all safe when we're doing all this.
And you have unique emergencies to White County that the rest of us don't. The rest of the community doesn't have. Like a flash flood opportunity for you is serious business.
Yes, ma'am. And we do handle that. And I will say the two tubing companies up in Helen, they handle it real well. And their protocols for that situation, even with storms and stuff, is they've got it covered real well. We'll communicate with them, let them know what's going on. And
their staff you guys do a great job of working with those guys to make sure everybody's off the river as quickly as reasonably possible, and so that there's not. That's amazing. I mean, how y'all work together like that.
Oh yeah, and also we also work with the county fire. So if we do need, and we will, I mean, have their assistance, and they'll come out and help us to do whatever we need help with, and they're always there willing to help too. So we really appreciate that.
We've seen y'all roll the accidents out in the county before.
Yeah. So we help them, they help us.
Yep.
So it's
mutual aid.
That's it.
See, more people should know about mutual aid. Yeah. So a lot of people, we speak economic development all the time. That's our entire purpose in life. Our mission is to make sure that our businesses and our people are prosperous. And so a lot of people don't connect public safety with economic development and solid communities. So why do you think public safety is important to a strong economy?
Yeah, I believe that having a safe environment, it kind of encourages both the residents and the visitors, and to spend their time in the community in Helen, and I believe that if the visitors are more likely to choose Helen for vacation than customers and whoever visitors with feeling more secure is protected.
Yeah.
And which will
you're not going to go on vacation somewhere where you're scared to leave your car, right?
So hopefully this will boost economic for the city of Helen, and I'm knowing that they community safe and everything. And also on another note with businesses, I think businesses want to come to a place also that's protected.
Sure.
They feel like their business is protected, and they feel safe with their employees and visitors. So, which will attract hopefully more investment up to Helen and development. So,
we say there's no prosperity without peace.
That's
and
right.
y'all bring the peace.
Yeah. So, but also, so even if we're not just whether we're responding to fires or managing a natural disaster, even if PD's trying to prevent crime. So we're just having a strong, I believe having a strong, what do you call it?
Yeah, that.
I guess a public safety team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
y'all are tight. I tell you what.
Yes, we are.
You're because y'all are pretty small, so everybody knows everybody. Y'all work well together.
Yeah, we do.
If you don't, we don't see it.
No, we work real well together. Yeah, I enjoy being up there. But with us being able to do that, I think it kind of minimizes the disruption in the businesses, so they can focus more on growing and not have to worry about anything else.
They can do what they like to do and know that they're safe
because
of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And
any other words of wisdom you'd like to share with us?
I just
Bring y'all
believe
some donuts.
bring some donuts. No, that's PD. No, we like
Well,
chocolate.
I mean,
You like chocolate?
We like chocolate.
okay. I was like, well, I mean, I think everyone likes donuts.
We do. Yeah, but you know how that is. We give PD a hard time. So, but no, I just.
Okay, so
like
chocolate are their preferred snacks
And
at Helen
coffee,
PD.
because we
Yes.
learned that. You know, we worked
We do
at
coffee.
Station 2 at White County. Did you know that? We ran a call and everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
we didn't
really?
get out of the
There for a
truck,
day.
but
No, I didn't know that.
Well, we call it Try It Tuesday. If you would like for us to come do a Try It Tuesday with y'all, we would be happy to. We'll
I
run
think
a call with you.
I think Alina was saying she wants to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Alina
I'm
was
like,
saying.
let's do it,
She
girl.
was like, do
Yes.
y'all want to come? What did she say? What event did she say?
it was
She wants us
sometime
to
in
come do?
October.
I can't remember.
Is it
But
Oktoberfest?
I said we had to work our way into Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
I said, we're not
We
gonna
need
just
like the
jump
starter packet, you know?
Yeah. I will say, once school gets out, if y'all want to come up there, I mean, it's usually nonstop.
Yeah.
Once the real season summer
Let's
kicks
do
in.
it.
Let's do it.
So,
You don't
And
have
we
to
will
ask
bring
us
chocolate,
twice.
okay?
We'll bring
make some
chocolate.
chocolate.
And we,
That's it.
listen, so we're like spirit animals with firefighters because we probably drink as much coffee as y'all do.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to have our coffee.
Right?
We do.
We learned
It's in my
that.
blood though. Like that's all I drink. So
So, you know, it's not coffee break with the Chamber Chicks if we don't ask you what your go-to coffee order is.
Honestly, my go-to coffee is Clippers up here in Cleveland on my way in, and mix a
They have
little
good coffee.
chocolate. They do. And I mix
Solid
the chocolate
every
in
time.
there, and
okay.
that's good.
Because it's
That's just the basic.
Yep.
You know, simple, nothing
Because
fancy.
by the time he gets to the firehouse, there's already pot made.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's it, and it stays on the pot all day long.
right?
It does.
We learned that.
yes.
We're like, we support that decision.
Yes. Well,
No.
thank you so much for
know.
joining us today.
Well, you're welcome. Hopefully that answered a few questions that y'all
Oh,
had,
no, it
and,
was great. And we will be seeing
So-
you. We will bring
Yeah.
coffee and chocolate and
Yeah.
and
Come hang out with you.
ride around
'Cause
you on your fire
We
truck.
love all our friends.
Awesome.
in
We
Helen.
do.
Yeah.
Y'all are something else.
So
Like the
good.
entrepreneurial spirit there. I mean, like y'all.
Well, and just like collaboration, like I
Right,
think
y'all
like
work
the
so good
businesses, we
together.
always talk about how well the businesses work together, but all of y'all, like the city, like all of the different public safety elements, the business, everyone just
Everybody.
works so well
We do.
together, and I love that.
Yep. That's what I love about it too.
And it's
We
like
do.
a big family.
It is.
Like y'all tell each other hard truths. You just lay it all out there.
We do. Mm-hmm.
You do. You're like you're crazy.
Quit doing that.
And it don't
somebody
usually
else-
hurt. It don't usually hurt nobody's feelings.
No, it's just
It's the truth. And hey,
Let's just get to the
There you
truth
go.
and move on.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm
Love
here
it.
for it because we're a little crazy too.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
So-
thank you so much, and thank
Thanks.
y'all for tuning in
Yep.
to this episode of Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks. See you, love you, bye.